hello, race fans, and welcome here to the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. Tonight is the All-Star race, and we're here at Darlington Raceway, better known as the Lady in Black. And I tell you, the guys, they're going to be out here. We'll see who earns that Darlington stripe here tonight. And the guys are about halfway through practice here, just maybe about more 10 minutes to go here before we go to qualifying. And good night out here tonight, 76 degrees. Winds are at 6 miles an hour. Track temperature is 79 degrees. And I'll tell you, this track is always a handful, even on a good day. And time for some Saturday night racing here at the Lady in Black. And boy, I can't wait to get this one started. And we're glad you're here with us tonight to enjoy tonight's racing action. And we're going to go. Let's go ahead and go on down on the track here and see what's going on. Who's down on the track? Let's see. There's Merrick Watchhorn. Let's see what kind of times Merrick's putting down there. Right now, he's fourth fastest with that 27.840. Watchhorn, he's been steadily climbing up the charts in the point standings, and tonight's not about the season points. Tonight is all about the All-Stars out here to shine for you tonight on a beautiful Saturday night. There's the 92 Adam Westfield, sixth fastest at the moment with that 27.872. Let's see, there's the 12 car, Ryan Ferraro. He's ninth fastest with the 27.919. There's the 44 machine, Maurice Gomillion. He's 14th fastest at the moment with that 28.236. And several of the guys are in the pits right at the moment and going in. They're still getting things set up here and checking their final settings, what they want to use for setup. And so they can be ready for tonight's race. Darlington is a little odd shaped. It's short at one end and larger at the other. I think the story was when they built the track, there was some farmland or something at one end, and the guy didn't want to give up the property, so they had to kind of work around that, and that's how it got the shape that it does. And I tell you, it just offers up the turns 1 and 2 vastly different from turns 3 and 4, and really have to kind of have a little bit of a compromise setup to be able to deal with both ends of this track. And with its unique high line, race line all the way around this track, I tell you, it's really going to make things interesting. I can't wait to see the guys going out here and doing passes and things like that. And boy, it's going to be really exciting to watch, and really looking forward to it. It's a 1.31 mile track, not too big, and pretty low altitude. They're only 157 feet above sea level, so they got plenty of air for those motors, and going to get those babies cranked up here in just a few minutes. Let's see, who is that on track right there? That looks like that is Maurice Gomillion. Let's zoom in a little closer on him there. He's 14th fastest, whipping that Hardy's machine around there. There's the 57, Thomas Walter. He's 8th fastest at the moment with 27.883. You can see that high line that they have to take all the way around the track, and there's a little bit of room to pass, but I tell you, it's not a whole lot, because you really can't run down on that lower part. Of you see the yellow line down there, that's actually all of that. I guess you can just technically racing surface, but just by the nature of the track, you just can't drive down there and maintain your speed, and because you're going to end up having problems. And it's a very tricky track to work with here. Well, we've seen some exciting races down through the years here at Darlington, and I mean some real door slamming moments here at the Lady in Black, and can't wait to see what the guys have in store for us tonight. Walter trying to improve on that 8th fastest time. Let's see what he gets as he crosses the line this time. Trying to improve on that 27.883. Didn't. Still 28.1. Oh, and you see what happened. He went down. I don't know. He kind of something happened there, and he went low. And you see what happened when you try to go back up there, and that did not end well right there for the 57. And that's kind of like what we're talking about there. And looks like everybody's in the pits here at the moment. So let's see if we can grab somebody. See if we can see somebody in the chat here. And because it looks like we're at about, let's see, we're about 5 minutes to go here. We got a little time to grab somebody here. Let's see, we'll grab Thomas here, bring him down to the booth. If I can get him over there, let's see. Look, I'll tell you what, we'll move this so we can get a little closer. Hey, Thomas, is Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Tony, what's going on?
Hey, man, how you doing, man? The all-star race, you ready to go tonight?
So, I mean, I'm having problems getting in through 3 and 4. I'm hoping during the race I can figure it out, but right now it's just just practice. Get a good qualifying lap in. Hopefully we're kind of hoping to get into that second heat, so that way we start on the outside. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun track. It's tough though.
10-4, yeah, and the season, you've had some ups and downs in the season, and trying to keep yourself up there in those points. I mean, you're still up there, but it's been getting more challenging every step of the way, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, the 2 wins is kind of more what's important right now. I mean, we're in the chase, but moving forward, I want to be on that top seed for the chase and everything like that, but. So that way, essentially, I can skip that first round. But yeah, we'll try to get up there with Dustin and Vincent up there. But yeah, hopefully we don't have any more bad races like the past couple of weeks we've had. But we'll see.
10-4, and I'm gonna let you get on back to practice, and we'll talk to you later on.
Sir.
All right, that's Thomas Walter there, and like I say, they only have just a few more minutes to go here. Before they go to qualifying, so definitely everybody wants to get out as much as they can, get as much track time. There's Ryan Ferraro. Let's see what kind of, if he's got any times down here. I mean, he's 9th fastest at the moment. That 27.919. Yeah, like Thomas was saying, you really got to try to get yourself in I don't know if I'd say a comfort zone, but just get yourself in a good operating, good feel for the track, and get yourself a good rhythm and know how to deal with this place, because it can be tricky. And like we said earlier, one end of this track is so different from the other end, because of the narrower turns 3 and 4, and it just really can throw you off, and it'll be even more challenging when you're actually out there battling with somebody. Oh, it's somebody, I think that might have been Walter right there, and that was spinning there, but Ferraro, he's still 9th fastest there, trying to improve on that 27.919. He might have had to check up there for Walter. I don't know if that'll hurt his lap or not. Clock is counting down there, just over a minute to go. Let's see what he got that time. They're still not quite there. It's like you might get one good golden lap, and the tires, I'm not sure how the tires are tonight. They may fall off just a little bit after 1 or 2 laps for qualifying. The guys, they may put their best time in on their first time lap, and we'll see how that goes. When we switch over to qualifying. As you can see here, each lap he turns, he's definitely in those low 28s, nowhere really close to that 27.919. And he's navigating the turns good, but the speed just isn't there, so that might be just a little bit of tire fall off. There we go again, trying to see if he can improve. Taking it right down to the end of the clock there. And the flag is out, and that will do it as far as practice here. So now the server will get ready to roll over to qualifying. And now we'll wait. As always, they have the single car qualifying, but there are multiple cars on track. We just can't see them all at the same time. There goes the 14 of Vincent Sora heading on out for his qualifying run. Let's see where Vincent can get there tonight. Okay, I believe that now he just started his, this will be his first hot lap. Now we go for turns 3 and 4. A lot narrower here through 3 and 4. You see how much quicker he got out. Let's see what kind of time he gets as he crosses the line here. That is pole at the moment, 27.846. Let's see if he can pick that up. And already he's gotten bumped, and they'll see if he can get back on the top there. Or see if he has a bit of a fall off. He crosses the line. This time he comes away with a, let's see, back to the top, 27.716. Good run for Vincent Sora. Tom Sinchak, he's done. He's got the 27.797. He had actually bumped Sora there for a lap, and then Sora got it back. And Sinchak is currently second position there. Adam Westfield, good run there, good third fastest at the moment. There's Dustin Swingle just crossing the line. That might have been his second hot lap. Or that might have been his first one because he's still up to speed. So 11th fastest at the moment. There he comes now. Let's see what he gets this time as he crosses the line. And he's 13th fastest with a 28.295. Now, he did improve his time, but he's still 13th fastest. That first lap might not have been his first hot lap. So this might actually be his second one because he's still hauling the mail there pretty good. And here he comes to the line. Does he improve on that 13th position? Now that didn't. He might just be out there. You know, okay, that. So that was his two hot laps. And see, the thing about qualifying, even after you finish doing your 2 hot laps, you don't necessarily have to go in and pit. That's just a couple more minutes of practice that you can use to just really get yourself straight. And that's what he's doing right here. He's just turning a few more laps just to get his mind right and get a good feel for this track. And as you can see, looks like pretty much everybody else has already completed their runs. As Calhoun, he's ninth fastest there. And Swingle, looks like Swingle is the only one still on track turning laps that we see here. Now it's just about 30 seconds to go here in qualifying. It looks like we have about 16 cars in the server tonight. A lot of the heavy hitters are out here, which is obviously why they call it the All-Star race. A lot of the guys I see in the lineup here are guys that you tend to see up the front. This is going to be good here tonight, folks. And now the clock has run down. The checker flag is out. And here we are with heat number 1. And they wait for the cars to grid up here. And while they're doing that, let's see. Let's go ahead and show qualifying results there. This is Vincent Sora will start first, Tom Sinchak second, Aaron Kralik third, Ryan Ferraro fourth, Gene Calhoun third, fifth place, Maurice Gomillion sixth, Dustin Swingle seventh, and Jesse Thornock eighth position. And the cars are lined up now, waiting for the pace truck to take them off on their pace lap, their warm-up lap. That timing and score, I'm going to restart that for us here so we can get that sorted out. Should be showing everybody's name there instead of just Jesse there. Let's get it restarted here. There we go. And we got the waiting for them to get started. There may still be a little bit of a countdown timer because that happens. It's usually like about 2 minutes from between one session and the next, just to give guys time to any last minute changes they may want to make to, like, say, their steering ratio or brake bias or something like that. And just one last final time to go look at their settings, the wheel settings and whatnot, and before they hit the track. And pace truck is rolling and getting ready to get heat number 1 underway here. This will be a 6-lap heat. Making their way down that long backstretch. You know, it's funny, Darlington is almost like a super speedway with very, very interesting corners. Okay, lights are off on the pace truck, so we should be going green this time around. The pace truck should be getting ready to turn in, and there he goes, waiting for that green flag. Cars are coming out of turn 4. Guys are lined up, ready to go. There's the green flag, and we're racing heat 1. They race down into turn 1. Sora's on the inside. There's Sinchak, and now he's looking down on the inside of Sora. made a quick move. Aaron Kralick's right there. And looks like Dustin Swingle might have had a problem. And so he's having to get back up to speed there. Meanwhile, there's Sinchak. He's now your leader with Sora trying to keep pace there. Kralick has fallen back a bit. He's coming under attack now by Ryan Ferraro. They don't have to hold anything back here. Only have 6 laps. Next time they cross the line, now it's lap number 3, so they're halfway done. Whatever they're going to do, they got to do it now. Kralick about 0.4 of a second there behind the 2 front runners. And Ferraro, he's kind of just trailing along behind him there and not quite close enough to really make a pass. Kind of the same deal with Sora here. And nowhere near close to Sinchak to get that first position. It'll be the lap number 5 after they come out of turns 3 and 4 here. See him getting out of that gas just a little bit. Trying to keep that car off of that wall. Which is a very easy thing to do around here, which is why they call it getting a Darlington stripe. It's so easy to get into the wall here. Making their way through turns 3 and 4. They should be getting the white flag this time when they cross the line. White flag is in the air. Sinchak, he's got almost 3/4 of a second there on Sora. And he has a lap car right in front of him. That's Calhoun. Oh, and he's in the wall a little bit. Trying to make sure that he doesn't collect that lap car and keep himself on track. He managed to stay there. Sora's not able to capitalize. He's not close enough. And so he comes to the line. Tom Sinchak, he will win heat number 1 here. Vincent Sora, second position, followed by Aaron Kralick. Ryan Ferraro is 4th. Jesse Thornock, 5th position. In 6th was Maurice Gomillion. Dustin Swingle, 7th position. And Calhoun, he had some problems somewhere, and so that's that. Now we're getting ready to line up for Heat 2 here. Let's look at the starting lineup for Heat number 2. This is Merrick Watchorn on the pole there. Adam Westfield starting 2nd. Kyle Rochelle 3rd. Patrick Hernandez 4th. Thomas Walter starting in 5th. In 6th, we have Sean Huffstutler, Dakota Moniz 7th, and Danny Long 8th position. Pace truck starting them on their warm-up lap here. Another 6 laps to go. Using these heats to set the order for the feature race tonight. Coming around through starting turns 3 and 4, waiting for that pace car to drop off here. We'll see what Watchorn has for him tonight. A lot of times he's pretty stout at most of the tracks we go to. Waiting for the green flag. There it is, and we're racing heat number 2. Watchorn with a good jump there. In they're racing behind him. Kyle Rochelle and Adam Westfield battling for that second position. There's Patrick Hernandez right behind them. Huffstudler there got together with Thomas Walter there just a little bit. Can't go but solo. Get down by that that broken white line there. Manages to stay ahead of Walter. A little further up, there's Hernandez trying to close in on the top three. As Adam Westfield was taking a look on the inside of Rochelle there. And now here comes Hernandez on the outside. Boy, he's going to be squeezed in the wall here if they go in there together. And he's able to hold it off the wall, make that pass into third position. Now trying to chase down the number 21, Kyle Rochelle. We're halfway done already. As we cross the line this time, it will be lap number 4. Well, these heats are fun to watch, man. It's just almost like a green-white checker, plus one, or 2 laps, 2 or 3 laps. Here we go, lap 4. He's just under half a second from Rochelle there. Rochelle, he's almost a full second from Watchorn. There's no competition there whatsoever. Merrick, you can see how far down the road he is. Watchorn coming out of turn 2, making his way down the backstretch, comfortably in the lead. Now 1.17 seconds ahead of Rochelle. And that's one of the big battles right there. White flag is in the air. Those two are, Hernandez is trying to catch him, not quite there. A little further back, Huffstudler, he's ahead of Adam Westfield. Will try to hold on to that 4th position. Meanwhile, here's Watchorn making his way now through turn 3 and 4, coming out of the onto the front stretch. Merrick Watchorn will secure the win here in heat number 2. Kyle Rochelle comes in second. Patrick Hernandez, 3rd position, followed by Sean Huffstudler. Okay, folks, here we go. Time for tonight's feature race. And as the guys now everybody's going to come onto the track here. Wait for them to line up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup here. Tom Sinchak will be your pole sitter. And then winner of heat number 2, Merrick Watchorn starting 2nd. Vincent Sora 3rd. Kyle Rochelle 4th position. Aaron Kralik 5th. Patrick Hernandez in 6th position. Ryan Ferraro 7th. Sean Huffstudler 8th position. Jesse Thornock 9th. Adam Westfield rounds out the top 10. In 11th we have Maurice Gomillion, followed by Thomas Walter in 12th. 13th position we have Dustin Swingle. Dakota Moniz 14th. Gene Calhoun the 3rd, 15th position, and Danny Long rounds out the field in 16th position. Sinchak leads the field now, leads the field out. Making their way down the backstretch here. Pace truck and taking them now through turns 3 and 4. Okay, pace truck is off. Here we go, waiting for the green flag. Cars are lined up and ready to go. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing our feature race tonight here at Darlington in the All-Star Race. 60 laps in store for us, folks. Boy, that's a tight squeeze there up the front. Senchak closely followed by Watchorn. Watchorn decided he's going to try to make a move on the inside. He was very strong in heat number 2. Battling with Senchak there as they come off of turn 4. Vincent Sora is right there with him, and we do have a caution. Caution lap number 2. Looks like it was Ryan Ferraro. Oh, Ryan Ferraro missing the hood there. And let's see, Huffstudler, he's a little banged up there as well. Dakota Moniz, he's smoking. And also Dustin, I think Dustin Swingle's also involved in that. Yeah, he's got a little bit of damage as well. Let's go back to the replay here, see if we can see what happens. We'll slow it down here. Now there's Huffstudler right there. And so far, so good. It looks like the 12 is starting to get out of shape. Ryan Ferraro got a look down there below that line, and Huffstudler went high, and looks like the 92, Adam Westfield, he's trying to split between the two of them. Huffstudler loses it a little bit coming off the turn. He collects the 92 and the 12, and yeah, they're just kind of along for the ride there now. And not much they can do. And for Ferraro, he got lifted up in the air there, and and he right into the oh boy, he collected both the 44 and the 1 machine. That was Dakota Moniz and Maurice Gomillion as well. Maurice, he doesn't look too bad there, really. His car not as damaged. The 1 car had obviously he took the brunt of that impact. Let's go ahead and take it back live here. He's making his way back to pit road. A lot of guys are already on pit road. There's Ferraro coming in. Pretty sure he's going to have to use this fast repair. Swingle, there he's coming in, and there's Dakota Moniz. He's smart. You know you're going to have to use his to get that motor to even run. Put the entire front clip on that 1 machine. And, oh, he overshot his pit stall. There you go. There's that fast repair used. Car as good as new. And right now, Senchak, he's still your leader. Eric Watchorn second. Vincent Sora third. And now we have Kyle Rochelle. I'm sorry, yeah, Sora's 4th position. Because, you know, they're still scoring Ferraro as the leader, but it just hasn't updated yet. We'll see what happens when they cross the line here. That should update. Sometimes iRacing software gets a little confused. And as they cross the line, there we go. And now you're seeing as the software is sorting everyone out, getting all of the other cars back where they're supposed to be. And it's still showing Senchak as 4th position. There it is. I think it's starting to sort out now. You're seeing him move right up to the top there. It should move Ferraro back. And Senchak should be showing as your leader before we go green here. Because Ferraro is still in the pits. And apparently he decided not to use his fast repair. I mean, it is a long race. They have 60. They still have 56 laps to go, but that doesn't make sense. That you know, and the software will do that sometimes. It'll do something strange, and I don't know if they can. The drivers, they may not be able to fix that. But as we see, there's your that's the guy behind the pace truck. So hey, that's the leader in my book. And they may, at the end of this race, who knows, they may have to go back and manually do some adjustments because, as you can see, Ferraro is still in the pits. Now he's on the way out. He's coming out of the pits now. That may help to get this thing sorted out, perhaps. They're telling him, I'm not sure what's going on, if they want him to. He might have had the pit exit was closed. He had to wait for the cars to go by, so pit exit would reopen. But it is still showing him as first position. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get this sorted out or not. It's as if everybody else is a lap down, which is not really the case. Looks like Danny Long is retired, and he's a lone retirement for the moment. So yeah, I don't know. That's pretty odd. Unless he really is the leader in some kind of way, where he was when the caution came out. And we'll see what happens. That is really strange. Pace truck is in. We're racing once again. Here we go. Lap number 5 as they cross the line. Now the points are shuffling up again, and there he is. It finally sorted out. Sinchak is your leader, followed by Merrick Watchhorn and Kyle Rochelle. Watchhorn under a lot of pressure there. And there's the 21 of Rochelle, and also Vincent Sora. Now Sora and Rochelle are battling with each other. And Patrick Hernandez, he's right there watching it all unfold. And he's got Aaron Carlick right on his tail. He made a little bit of a charge there on the backstretch. And speaking of charges, here comes the 16 of Kralik. Boy, between him and Hernandez in the wall, boy, they make it look easy, I tell you. Oh, and Hernandez getting out of shape. Is he able to keep it off the wall? Boom. Unfortunately, no. Do we stay green? Yes, we do. Tough break for the 2 machine. Oh, and there goes the 8 of Sinchak. Not sure if he had help or not. He just did catch it as it happened. He's still rolling, though. That's got Watchhorn. He's right at the front there. Vincent Sora right behind him. Maurice Gomillion, he's into the pits. Figures he might have the car doesn't look damaged, but he's coming in anyway. Lap 6 of 60. Watchhorn under heavy pressure from Vincent Sora. Sora taking a look on the inside. Here they go, and there's Hernandez down there. I guess he was either exiting the pits or he just staying low, trying to stay out of trouble there. Both Hernandez and Gomillion now a lap down. If there is another caution, they may get back on the lead lap. It's a long ways to go. And Watchhorn caught the wall there just a little bit. Trying to stay ahead of that 14. The whole field is starting to stretch out now quite a bit. The guys can just race, they're racing the track as much as they are each other. A little further back now, there's Sinchak, and he managed to recover. He's in 4th position. A little over half second behind Kyle Rochelle, trying to see if he can close that gap, actually losing a little more. Now it's 7/10 of a second. And all the while, Adam Westfield is less than half a second behind now. Trying to close in on the 8 car. A little further right. Oh, Moniz into the wall. And he didn't catch anybody else, so we stay green, but he's got a bit of damage. I'm sure he's going to have to maybe come in and get that fixed. That right rear is banged up just a little bit. There goes the 4 car on the outside of him. That's Gene Calhoun. And Calhoun hits and I think he did hit the wall. Yeah, and the The lady in black is starting to bite some of these drivers here and bite them hard. There's Huffstudler. He just went by Hernandez there in ninth position. Meanwhile, up the front, Vincent Soares right there with Merrick Watchorn, putting a lot of pressure on the 19 car. I think he might make a run here. Here we go. Coming down here to turn one. Watchorn trying to stay off of that wall. Now Soares making Watchorn really push those tires. Not sure if they want to try to conserve these tires or not. Oh, and they both, looks like they both got a little bit of a Darlington stripe that time. Definitely one of those tracks where you really have to pay attention to the track while you're battling with your opponents. Things will get real dicey real quick. Now we may start to experience some tire wear there. It looks like Ferraro's on pit road there. He's been there for a while now, almost a minute. So he's got some substantial repair work. Okay, it looks like he's just leaving now. So a little further back, there's Sinchak. Still in fourth position. He's closing in on the 21 of Kyle Rochelle, though. See if he can make something happen here and get past the 21. There, the two leaders up ahead of him. He's going down on the inside. There's a lot of trust going on here, folks. When you race at a track like this is the only one like this on the NASCAR circuit. You make that pass on the inside, you have to trust that that other driver is going to keep it off the wall and not get into you at the same time, because there's a very small window of opportunity there and a very narrow margin for error. And he does pick up the third spot, and he is starting to pull away. They're clearly faster than the 21, over a half second already. Now he's got clear room to run. You know, a track like this, you definitely need to run your line if you're trying to catch folks, and you definitely need to run whatever line works for you. And if it's enough to catch them, then you worry about passing them once you get there. You just can't get there if you can't make the lap time and make the pace that you know that you can make. And there are a ways ahead of him now, 1.84 seconds. It's starting to close down just a little bit. And now I just saw him tap the wall just ever so slightly. And Watchorn now, he's comfortably in the lead now. Looks like he's got just about 3/4 of a second on Sora. And you can even see on the track map, those first two pairs of cars, first, second, third, and fourth, definitely separated themselves from the rest of the field. Speaking of which, there's Adam Westfield, and he's got a bit of a battle going on behind him. And that's Patrick Hernandez. Now, he's one lap down, but he's still racing hard because if there's a caution, he's the only car that's only one lap down, so he would be the lucky dog, but he's got to stay out of trouble. He can't be part of the caution. Now, he makes his look like he's trying to make his way around to Westfield here. That hard charge down the turn 3 and 4 now. And he's able to complete that pass. So he's still running in the 12th position. But now he's got the 4th place car up ahead of him with still almost 5 seconds down the road. So we're at lap 20, 1/3 of the way through this event. A little further back, now there's Huffstudler. He's battling with Westfield, and that is for position. And boy, okay, he's got Ferraro behind him, and he's not on the lead lap. I think he's a couple of laps down. But yeah, he's back. He's pedaling hard to try to get past who is Adam Westfield, the 92 car. And he did make it past Westfield because now he's got lap cars in front and behind. Looks like Ferraro's trying to stay in front of him there. He's going to race him hard. And we've seen a couple, 2-3 cars spin. This is another one of those tracks, what you call a self-cleaning track. Their cars spin. They tend to go down to the infield very quickly. And if that happens, a couple of things are going to happen. If they don't hit the wall, that's good. But it will also not bring out the caution since the racing surface is cleared. And that's bad for whoever. There's Huffstetter getting into the wall. That's bad if it stays green because you lose so much time on track. Here at lap 23, Watchorn continues to lead. And boy, I tell you, Sora has really chopped down that lead. Now it's a half a second. And he's trying to work his way back up to the 19 car. And they're both kind of pulling away from Sinchak. Well, he's been just trying to get close to them anyway. You know, we saw him just make the pass for fourth a few laps ago. You know how it is when you're chasing the leaders. The closer you get to the top, the harder it gets to get past them or catch them. Now, if we do have a caution, I'm going to be sure to ask somebody, you know, how the tires holding up. Are they better on long runs or short runs, or you know how things are going? And if we don't get a chance, we'll definitely talk to them after the race. I'll say hello to folks in the chat there. Thanks for coming and checking out the race. Hope you're enjoying it here on Rice Motorsports TV. Sinchak getting a little closer there, 0.8 of a second back now from Sora. And you can see Watchorn ahead of Sora there, so you know, these guys are kind of reeling each other in just a little bit. Ryan Ferraro, he may be a lap down, but he's not out. He's almost being a little bit of a headache to the 8 car because he definitely wants to try to catch the leaders. And at 12, he's just trying to get up there. Now, Ferraro's 2 laps down. Here's Patrick Hernandez making a green flag pit stop. This may be just for tires, I'm thinking. Let's see if he, I'm pretty sure he's just going to get tires. And he looked like he used his faster pair as well. Because we're just about to the halfway point. I guess he figured, well, get the car, get the fresh tires, and get that car in tip-top shape. And get it going. There's Thomas Walter. He's coming in as well. And the guys are so spread out, there may not be an opportunity for a caution to get that lap back. You know, Walter, he's now showing only 1 lap down. Hernandez is, along with the rest, are 2 laps down. And he used his faster pair. Meanwhile, Watchorn, heavy pressure. Now that's a lapped car, but in getting around the leader there, and he's really got kind of opened the door for Vincent Sora to try to close the gap around 0.3 of a second now. And those guys, everybody else pitted. Not everybody. Watchorn hasn't pitted. Sora hasn't pitted. Sinchak, Rochelle, Westfield, and Thornott, and Crawlett. And none of them have pitted, actually, except everybody else has pitted at least once. So now it's really going to be a question of, you know, who can make these tires last. And Sora has taken the lead. Now I'm wondering if Watchorn, is he backing off now? Is his tire starting to fade? And there's Sinchak coming on pit road, starting his run down to his stall. Probably fresh tires and fuel. And at the pace that they're going, they may be able to make it to the end on fuel. They've definitely gone halfway now. And this is, let's see, this is indeed his first time in. So he get these tires. If it stays green, he can definitely make it to the end of the race on fuel. And we got some more folks coming in. There's Watchorn. He's on his way in. And there's Rochelle coming in. Sean Huffstutler, he's on his way in. A lot of activity on pit road here. Now here comes your leader, Vincent Sora. He went one lap further than the rest. There's Watchorn. He's on the pits now, getting his tires, trying to hurry and get out of there. Now he's down and away. There goes, I think that was a 21. Kyle Rochelle beat him out off of pit road. And there's Vincent Sora just coming to his pit stall. Adam Westfield on his way in. There's a 16 Aaron Kralik. And Jesse Thornock on his way in. Coda Moniz, and he overshot his pits again. Sometimes he just really has problems with getting into that pit stall. Use that fast repair though, get that Coca-Cola machine running again. There's Walter on his way in. Oh, heavy damage on the 57. He must have spun somewhere, tapped the wall, and how to say it, they end up going down to the infield. And I think he already used his fast repair. Otherwise, he probably would have used it. And that car is smoking a little bit, I think. He may not make it to the end of this race. Boy, we'll have to wait and see. And maybe that was just tire smoke from him putting on brakes. We'll see. Okay, the car doesn't look too damaged. Looks like it's all right. I thought it was showing more damage. Maybe he used a fast car. I'm not sure, but I thought it was banged up a little more than that. Here comes Jesse Thornock exiting the pits. As we all cycle through here, Dustin Swingle is your leader. And now everybody has to cycle around. Right now it's showing Swingle kind of as the only car on the lead lap, but they just haven't finished cycling through. Some of these guys are kind of on the tail end of the lead lap, but nevertheless, he's still your leader at the moment. You see Vincent Sora, he's like 25 seconds behind Swingle. That's a bit of a battle going on there anyway, Sora and Watchorn. And they got a lot of traffic in front of them, too. Oh, boy, that always makes passing challenging. That was Maurice Vermillion they just went past. Looked like he was bringing Kyle Rochelle with him as well. Looks like that's the two-car Hernandez that they're going around. They raced their way down into turn one. Sora able to open up a little more of a gap there on Watchorn. A couple of tenths, almost 3/10 of a second now. Starting to pull away just a little bit. Oh, and Sora, he collected a little wall there, so the sparks flying. Watchorn able to reel him back in. I think I saw somebody on pit road. Ferraro, he's coming into the pits. Let's see, Calhoun, he's on his way out. Maurice Vermillion, he's on the pit road getting some tires and fuel. And this is, let's see, that's his second time into the pits. Ryan Ferraro coming in. That's his first time actually stopping. But you know, we saw a lot of the other guys come in and right at the halfway point, and you know, if it stays green, they're not going to have to stop. So I don't think it's going to cycle around anymore. There probably won't be any more pit stops, I wouldn't think, unless the tires just really fall off and you have to come in and get tires. That may be what it's all about here tonight. And there's Swingle. He's still your leader. Sora is about like 11 seconds behind him, and he's able to put a little bit more distance between him and Watchhorn, who's in third. Watchhorn's got his rear mirror getting a little full there of Kyle Rochelle. Oh, and Watchhorn tags that wall a little bit, manages to hold on to it, and that gives Rochelle an opportunity. Here they come, drag race down to turn one. Leaning on him really hard. Boy, that was close. It looked like the right front of Rochelle's car might have just rubbed the 19 there just a little bit. And he might have actually got out of the gas a little bit to keep them from both being taken out. And as you can see, it cost him some time. And now he'll just have to try to run him back down again. Looks like he is starting to reel in the 19. Now at 0.65 seconds. Every time they get on that straightaway, you can see him starting to close in. Oh, and he's collecting some Darlington stripes himself. Meanwhile, up the front, Swingle, he continues to lead. Now he's got a lapped car that looked like Adam Westfield behind him, so he's no threat. Westfield is keen on getting that lap back. Him, Moniz, and Hernandez are all one lap down. We're at lap 44 of 60. Looks like Adam Westfield, he's just going to kind of just ride along there. Right behind the leader. I mean, he could pass him, but if the caution doesn't come out, you know, eventually. Oh, he went down below that white line. Boy, that can be a dangerous thing if you go at the wrong point. We've seen what happened earlier. Somebody was hard into the wall. Here he is taking a really low line there again. And it looks like Swingle's probably just letting him go. Like there's no point in him battling with that car because he has nothing to gain by battling with the 92. A lot of times you also have to think long term as well. The guy may be a lap down, but if something weird were to happen at the end and he was on the lead lap, and there goes Sora behind Swingle, so Swingle might be in a little trouble here as far as his tires. I think everybody may have to, you know, I might, well, let's see, we got 12 laps to go. It's getting a little close now to try to pit for fresher tires and then have the time to be able to get back out there and challenge, you know, the leaders. Watchhorn, he's back now 2 seconds. Well, he's about actually 3 seconds from the leader, so he's definitely fallen off the pace. Let's look at their lap times here, and see, his last lap was a 29.817. Over 2 seconds slower than his best time. And let's compare that with Sora. He's running the 29.875. That was his last lap. Let's see what Swingle's last lap was. his was a 30.9. And you can see now he's 2.5 seconds behind Sora, so he's definitely off the pace. Let's look a little further back. There's Huffstadler. Last lap was a 30.1. Kyle Rochelle here, he's trying to catch at Watchorn. Now his last lap was a 29.561. And they both race around Swingle there, the 9 car. There goes the 44 of Maurice Gomillion, also going below the 9. Right now, the battle is for second place, boy. I mean, these two guys are right there. And as a matter of fact, Maurice Gomillion also got past Swingle, so he might be able to get up into that deal there. But actually, he's not even on the lead lap, so it's not like he's really battling for a top position there. Moniz sure is, though. He's right there. I'm sorry, not Moniz, Dakota, Kyle Rochelle. A little further back, there's Tom Sinchak. He was up the front there, your pole sitter, and now running 6th position. There's the 16 of Adam Kralik. He started 5th, and now he's down to 7th position. Okay, there's Swingle. He's running 3rd. Big change. He started 13th and up to 3rd position. So far, a good run for Dustin Swingle. He's not really keeping up with the leaders, though. His fastest last lap was a 31.503. There's your leader, and Maurice Gomillion is on pit road again. Excuse me, that's his 2nd stop. Sora continues to lead. He's got almost 3.5 second gap lead over Merrick Watchorn with 5 laps to go. There's Watchorn, no problem for him. He's got the lap car of Dakota Moniz behind him, and that's like 1.5 seconds. In 3rd place, Dustin Swingle. Swingle is like 8.5 seconds back from the leader. And he's actually almost 4 seconds from the lap car. And he looks like he's flying into the pits here himself, I think. Yeah, okay. He's going in. They're so close to the end. It's a shame he had to stop right now. Actually, this is only his 2nd time in. He may have to come in and get some fuel just to make it to the end of the race. He really held out for a long time. But that's not going to work for him. He's going to end up going a lap down here by the time he finishes his pit stop. There's your leader flashing by right now to go ahead and put Swingle a lap down. And we're showing lap 57 to 60. Still over 3.5 seconds ahead of 2nd place Merrick Watchorn. More or less cruising along. Got to maintain his focus, though, and just keep on rolling. A little further back there's Sinchak. Now he's got that's a battle with Kyle Rochelle there. Battle for 4th position. Rochelle is like he's starting to pull away a little bit. He's like 7/10 on Kyle Rochelle. So there's Rochelle right there. And we haven't gotten the white flag. Oh, we got a caution. Oh my goodness, a caution. And let's see, was it Hernandez? I think. It might have been Hernandez. We'll see here. Let's go back and look at the replay, see if we can see what happened here. And there's Hernandez, and he got against the wall, and there he goes down to the inside, and he's locking it down. Oh, and that was Aaron Kralik had to go to the inside, and I think that was Adam Westfield, and I think Patrick said, you know what, that's probably enough, and let's take it back live here. And Hernandez is in the pits. He's not showing retired, but he's in on pit road, and it doesn't seem like he's doing anything here. So let's take it back up to Aaron Kralik is your leader. Let's see what happened here. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Okay, Watchhorn is second. They're coming off of pit road, so they pitted. Or they're pitting now. So okay, Sora, okay, it's cycled around now. Sora is your leader. Oh, you're kidding me. We're under caution, so we're gonna have a green-white checker finish, and all of the leaders are in. Let's see, Adam Westfield here, he comes in now as well. Make sure, and there's Dustin Swingle. He's out. See, these guys are a lap down, and they're all going to be behind the pace car or pace truck, I believe. So I'm thinking that, see, where's Aaron Kralik? There he is. Okay, he's on pit road. I'm trying to see who that is up there by there's your leader, Vincent Sora. Okay, it's all cycling around now. He has to go pick up the pace car, but I do believe there are several cars ahead of him on track. And these guys are going to get a wave around, and 3 of them are only 1 lap down, so they'll be on the lead lap as well. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of folks battling here unless they go ahead and pit. Let's see. Where's Moniz? Yep, there he is. Him and I believe that is who, I can't see the car number. Is that Maurice Gomillion? Yes, it is. And he's right behind the pace truck. Now, see him go million. He's 5 laps down, so he'll get a wave around, but he'll only get one of those laps back. And let's see, Moniz, he should get back on the lead lap once he gets the wave around here. Both him, let's see, where's Dustin Swingle at? Swingle is, where is he at? I don't see him. Where is he? There he is. Okay, he's back there. This is gonna be. I can't wait to see these guys. See who gets a wave around here. Who's gonna be where? Because Vincent Sora is right there, and all these other guys in front of him. That's Swingle right in front of Sora. Swingle is basically on the tail end of the lead lap. Him and Dakota Moniz are on the tail end of the lead lap. And Jesse Thornock, he is 1 lap down. Now Moniz, he's coming in. I guess he had to, because he would have got waved around, I'm sure. They cross the line here. Let's see. The lights must still be, or the lights, are they still on the pace truck? That's the question. And the lights are still on the pace truck, so we're going to have at least 1 more lap of pace lap here. Let's go back. Okay, let's go with Vincent. Vincent, Merrick Watchhorn. Let's see if we can catch Merrick on the horn here. Let's see where he is. Let's see. Let's move down here so we can get a little closer to his channel so we can grab him quickly here. Hey, Merrick, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? 10, 10 hey, guys, I think you got one more lap to go. You think you got anything there for the 14?
Well, I've had stuff for him all night long, so I hit the wall late in that second run and kind of got away from me and tried to save as much as I can, and then both my teammates decided to take each other out. So hopefully I got something for the 14 towards the end of this race, and hopefully we'll see this 19 in the winner's circle.
10-4. I'll go ahead and put you back down to your channel. Good luck. We'll talk to you later on. Okay, and that's Maurice. I'm sorry, Merrick Watchorn. Lights are out on the pace truck, and we're making our way down the backstretch here. And this is going to be a green-white checker situation. Now, Watchorn, he's feeling good about this restart. Sean Huffstutler, he's right there behind them too, running in third position. Let's see, and he's moved up 5 positions since the start. Started 8th, and we'll see if he has anything for both the 14 and the 19. He could play the spoiler, folks. We'll see. Everybody's got fresh tires. Boy, this is what you want to see on All-Star night. Okay, they've got one more. Looks like they got one more lap of caution here before they go green. The lights, yep, the lights are definitely out on the pace truck this time. And I think they're trying to, it's still, okay, there it is. Now everything's finally sorted out in timing and scoring. And it's showing your leader up at the top there. Man, this is going to be exciting here. Vincent Sora, Merrick Watcher in second, Sean Huffstutler in third position, followed by Tom Sinchak in fourth, Kyle Rochelle rounding out the top 5. Then you have the Aaron Kralik in the 16 machine. Then you have Adam Westfield 7th. Dustin Swingle, he is the last car on the lead lap in 8th position. And he's followed by Dakota Moniz. And there's Jesse Thornott. And now we're going to move up to the front here because they're getting ready to go green here. Here they come, coming out of turn 4. I believe the pace truck is already in. This will be a green-white checker here, folks, waiting for that flag. Here we go. Last shot for tonight at the All-Star race. They race down to turn 1. Watchhorn's going to pull the trigger right now. He's ready to go. Sora's fighting hard on the outside, trying to hang with the 19 car. And here comes the 8 of Tom Sinchak. He shot right up through there. He's right behind the 2 leaders. And they're going to get the white flag this time when they come to the line. White flag is in the air. Right now it's Watchhorn and Sora with Sinchak, and they get together, and oh, is it all 3? Oh, no, it's just Sora. Watchhorn is going to sail, and he watched the rest of the field kind of fall apart. They were going for it, and now it's just kind of an easy payday for the 19 as he comes around, and he's going to take the checkered flag. Merrick Watchhorn is your leader, is your winner. He was feeling good about how the car was feeling, and was ready to take on all comers, and had a little bit of luck there at the end, and managed to escape disaster as the rest of the top 5 kind of just really got wadded up there. Just the guys racing hard. Merrick Watchhorn, your winner tonight. Lighting it up, lighting the Twiggy machine up. I guess somebody still wanted to finish their cool down lap. But hey, that's not going to hurt the 19 machine because he's feeling no pain right now. I tell you. That's Merrick Watro, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to pull him up into the winner's circle here. Let's see. He may already be up there, actually. Oh, let me. I'll move myself to winner's circle here. Let's see. Where is the? Hey, Merrick. You made it, man. You said you was feeling good.
Oh man, you don't even know. That was I feel bad for what happened, but I held my line. It looked like that was the 8 coming up from behind us. We were going too wide between Vincent and I think he and I would have been drag racing down the backstretch unless I held it.
Yeah.
I did get tapped by Vincent going into 1, but I was going to hold it. But after he hit me, it was done deal, and I just kept my foot in it and just kept fighting the wheel, just keep going straight. And man, I hate to see it. You hate to see it for Vincent. He had a really fast car. He was racing me and Tom for the lead for a while. I felt bad for hitting Tom as well early in the race when I kind of turned him. I thought I was on the brakes. I didn't think I was going to come up on him that early in the run. But man, that's how you get that Twiggy team in. You get the win. That's the 19, baby. That's how you do it. Woo!
Yeah, man, great night here, the All-Star night, and the car, it just felt good. I guess on the short run or long run, because you did have some. Tonight it seemed like it was nothing but just long run.
Yeah, the long run was the tricky part. With the default setup, because we had to go to the default setup, the setup for this race wasn't ready tonight, so we went to a default setup for the race. The car was basically those tires are gone after lap 25, 30. So it came down to using your brakes going into 3 and kind of like lifting going into 1 and then get back on the gas. And then coming out of 1, you had to like lift just a slight enough so that you could see your nose kind of turning and then get back on it. So you're fishtailing coming out of it. But, it was a great race. Overall, great performance by the, from the league and everything else. I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank you for hosting it, of course. I want to thank all the admins for coming out and making this happen. We can't do it without them. Appreciate all of them. And I want to thank my 2 major sponsors, the Watchman Innovations Group and Future Studios, for joining with us on this ride this year. It's been an awesome ride. Hopefully we can take this momentum and go to Charlotte and potentially win there as well.
10-4, and we'll let you go celebrate, man, and congratulations, and we'll see you next week as we continue the championship races.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Woo!
All right, now take it easy now. And we'll put him back down there to his team. Hey, now we're going to talk to Tom Senchak. Tom, boy, it looked like you really had something for him there, man. I tell you, and I was boy, that was going to be interesting. So tell us what happened there at the end.
Well, at the end there, from my point of view, they definitely got into each other, and it slowed Sora up. And the last lap, I'm not going to slow down. They mean to get into him and turn him. I feel bad for it, but they definitely touched, and it's caused him to slow down just a little bit. Yeah, but I definitely feel bad for him. I would have much rather have been the 19 for what he gave me in the beginning, but it's not a points race, so I'm not going to do something like that. It's all good.
10-4, man, and I tell you, because you were you started off well, of course, up there at the front, and did the car just felt good pretty much all night for you?
It felt good. It felt good until like lap 20. Tires started to go.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got spun, takes 5% off your tires right there, just trying to save it. So after that, it was super, 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 super tight. Kept getting into the wall out of 3 and 4, but if it wasn't an all-star race, I definitely owe the 19, but I'm gonna let this one go.
Yeah, I think it was because you stopped around midpoint that first stop, right? Because I guess fuel wasn't even an issue at all, was it?
No, it was. It was when I pit, we only had 16 laps of fuel remaining, and we still had about 35 laps to go.
Right.
So nobody was gonna make it if they didn't pit. Everybody had to pit.
Right.
But nobody's gonna go that far anyway on those tires anyway. They fell off too much.
10-4. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I guess Kyle's one of my satellite teammates. Shout out to Vincent. Feel really bad about that. I don't think you heard me apologize to him, but I mean, it was an honest mistake. I was just trying to go for the win there. But
T-
if it wasn't a points race, it'd be all right.
10-4. And do you want me to put you in any particular channel here? I was gonna.
No, I was gonna back out anyway.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
appreciate everything, man.
Yeah, 10-4, and we'll see you next week now.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, folks, we're going to we'll see if we can grab somebody else here. Let's see if we can grab. Let's go down here see if we can grab Vincent here. Hey, Vincent, this is Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how are you, Tony?
Oh, pretty good, man. Man, I tell you, but it's they say, hey, they're Rubbins racing. You guys, I mean, everybody's going to be battling right there at the end, and everybody's hoping that if something happened, it's the other guy. Unfortunately, it wasn't you tonight, though. But man, you was really fighting them. It looked like you really had something for the 19 and the 8 there tonight.
Yep. Yeah, that last lap was unfortunate for sure. I sent it in and yeah, Merrick and I made contact, and then the 8 and I made contact afterwards, and I got turned around. But it happens. It's the All-Star race. We're all going for the prize at the end, and I can't really blame anybody because I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, man. Everybody was you guys really put on a good show though, because man, that was a lot of good side by side racing, and a track like Darlington, that's not an easy thing to do. And so yeah, you guys uh really held it together there all through that race, those. But congratulations anyway. And I know you did. You definitely would have finished a little higher than you are right now, because of that outcome. But still, a great job nonetheless, though.
Yep. Thank you, Tony.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just everyone in the league, all my other admins who, help with this, and
10-4, and we'll let you go, and we'll see you next week. Were you in the admins conference? I'm not sure what channel that you were in.
I was in Watch Horny Motorsport.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just put you back down there. We'll see you next week, buddy.
All right, thank you, Tony.
And okay, let's see if we see somebody else that we haven't talked to tonight, and if anybody else is still in here. It looks like everybody else may be gone. Let's grab Maurice here real quick. Hey, Maurice, Tony in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do, Tony. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Hey, well, hey, it's sometimes you have one of those nights, and it just happens, and but hey, you were here in the All-Star race, so at least you were here.
Yeah, you got that right, Tony. I think the orange car was a bit of a target today. I couldn't say,
Yeah, I'm used
but
to seeing you in the Valvoline colors and stuff. Are you bringing those back next week?
I probably will. I'm just trying to change it up a little bit. I had a little throwback paint job for this race, so old Kill Yarborough. I guess he didn't bring me any luck, so
Yeah, there
I'll
you go.
probably switch it up for next week.
Yeah. Oh, you probably did sort of like what was that? That was the first televised race for NASCAR when Cale Yarborough got together with I forgot who it was, and they ended up fighting down there
Yeah,
at Daytona. So yeah, that was in
exactly.
memory of Cale Yarborough right there. Had a little
There
Cale
you go.
Yarborough moment there. But yeah, anybody you want
That's
to
it.
give a shout out to, man?
Not really, man. I'm just kind of running solo. I guess watching on motorsports, part of the team. So, I got to give a shout out to my teammate for winning the race. So that's always good. Kyle was up there along with him, doing very well. So, just teammates, all the sponsors that sponsor him as well. So, just a good race, a good turnout for our team.
Absolutely. And so we'll let you go, and you guys go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Tony. Take it easy,
All
bud.
right, I'll take it easy now. All right, folks, and that's it looks like everybody's pretty much gone home now, so that'll about wrap it up for us. And we're going to go ahead and look at the final results here of the evening, and then we don't want Heat 5, we want the overall results. Let's see. Let's bring up the everything. That's not what I want either. Where are they? this is an interesting little lineup here. Let's see. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. We don't normally do them. I had to get used to the heat race thing tonight. Okay, Merrick Watchorn, your winner. Tom Sinchak, second. Dustin Swingle, third. Sean Huffstudler, fourth position. Vincent Sora ended up fifth. Aaron Kralik, sixth. Adam Westfield, seventh. Kyle Rochelle, eighth. Jesse Thornock, ninth position. Dakota Moniz rounded out the top 10. And they were followed by Thomas Walter in 11th. Ryan Ferraro, 12th. 13th was Gene Calhoun, the third. Maurice Gomillion was 14th. Patrick Hernandez finished in 15th. And Danny Long, I don't believe he actually started the race, or he was qualified. He was registered as 16th final position. And that will do it for us tonight here with the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge, the All-Star Race. I want to thank you for coming out, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know the next time we go live. For all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.